Hi guys, it's me Marsh, and I know you haven't seen me in a while, but that was because stay out my business. Anyway, in my absence, the people who are in my Discord server had the chance to join a contest in which they made OCs for Sugarvale. I picked 4 characters to officially adopt into my universe. They're all so cute and adorable, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I did with them. It was super fun to see how creative you guys can be and how I could tweak your designs to make them fit the story more. Anyway, let's go. Okay, the first character I'm starting out, her name is Nilla. The creator said her name could be Nilla or Berry, but I chose Nilla just because it just seems so cute. I like that name more. Nilla was created by Angel Flower here on YouTube, or just Angel in my Discord server. When I saw this character design, it was just so adorable that I just had to draw her. I knew she was definitely going to become one of the people in the story. Now, so how will she be in Sugarvale? My first immediate thought was that she's definitely from Nutwood Forest. Then I had the most amazing idea to make her and Naki kind of friends but also rivals. I would think that Nilla's family also has a bakery, and though Nilla and Naki are friends, their family's bakeries are like in rivalry with each other. I thought that would be a really cool story dynamic. I think her sweet signature is actually perfect. Just a little strawberry roll on a fork. I think it's so cute, and I think it also will fit with Naki's, even though I haven't created hers yet. So anyway, to talk more about what I actually did in terms of illustration, I really liked her design already. I just wanted to put my own spin on it, as was the point of this whole entire video. So to make her fit in more with the other characters in Sugarvale, I obviously had to give her a sweet signature, and I also just made sure that she had like some aspect of cream on her, which is what I did with the skirt. I made the skirt puffier and all of that, and of course I just had to like overuse patterns. I also really wanted to put more strawberries around her design. I used the rule of 3s, which I talked about this in a previous video when it comes to creating characters, is to put an item or something that like a signature to your character in their design 3 times. So she has the little strawberry on her headband, a little strawberry purse, and obviously one on her sweet signature. For her colors, I kept them pretty similar to the original design, but I did want to add more color into her leg warmers, things like that. I kind of just played around, and I think her design is super cute, and I'm glad to know that her creator also thinks so. I think she's super cute, and I love the idea of her and Naki being friends and both of their families having a bakery. It's so adorable. So yeah, that's Nilla. I just added my little color filters to her, and thank you Angel Flower for submitting her. Guys, I know I'm not crazy, but when I saw this next submission, I was like, oh my goodness, did Emma Artley like infiltrate my Discord server? I saw this person's art style and immediately thought of Emma Artley, and like, oh my goodness, this art is so beautiful, and this character, so beautiful. The color palette spoke to me on a spiritual level. Like I couldn't take it. I knew I needed to draw this character. Her name is Otto, and I thought that was so adorable, and once again, what really drew me to this character was definitely the color palette. I'd also like to address that the reason why some drawings just pop into existence is because these were done between my phone and my finger, and between stealing my sister's iPad so I can work. I'm currently trying to get my own, but as for right now, I have to use hers or use my finger on my phone, so yeah. Drawing her hairstyle was extremely fun because I haven't drawn any type of braids in a while. I really want to, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, like in terms of future characters, because I'm gonna start ramping up making characters for Sugarvale, because I've decided that I actually do want to try to pursue this as a comic idea. If you guys have any ideas on where I should publish the comic or how I should make more content for Sugarvale in the future, put it down in the comments below. Anyway, back to this character. What I mainly did to this character was I did change her skirt a little bit because I just love adding this like kind of frosting detail to all the Sugarvale characters. When it comes to making verses, I like to make sure that every character in the universe seems cohesive but also is their own character. There wasn't really much I had to do because this character design was honestly perfect. It was honestly perfect, and coloring it was like the best thing ever. So in reality, I kind of just drew this character in my style because it was already perfect to begin with. I believe she was based on kind of like a blueberry muffin or like poppy seed muffins, something like that. I've never actually had those, but I really like the like white drizzle on top of it and stuff like that. It looks like a very yummy dessert. This beautiful character was created by Emil in the Discord server. All of the artists will be linked down below this video. Otto is a freelance accountant. She was born in Nutwood Forest, but for the most part she grew up in the Frosty Plains. I don't know what she did to get there, but we'll figure that out. Currently she travels around Sugarville in search for business and for people who need an accountant. Her traits are that she's smart, confident, graceful, and warm, but she's quick to engage in altercations. She has manipulative tendencies, and she's aimless and lacking concrete goals. I think she's like truly thought out as a character, and I really appreciate that. I think this backstory and character personality fits perfectly, and I think she fits right into Sugarville. But if I were to put my 2 cents into this character, I think I would have her somehow settle down in the Cake Kingdom and possibly get a permanent job there. But maybe she has more of a big role than we actually think she has as a simple accountant. Okay, our next character is Velvet. Her dessert theme is shortcake, and she's the 9th heir of the shortcake family. Every person in her family has a role in Sugarville. Her creator gave me a lot of lore, and I'm thankful for that because I love reading character lore, guys. Join the server to dump your OC lore. Okay, Rose Bunny says her role was to help children who didn't have their sweet signature yet, until she met a challenge of the trio who aren't children anymore. She was always good with kids, so she felt more nervous around the trio. Every time she tried to help them find a signature for them, it never worked. And because of that, she was under a lot of stress, which turned her dessert a bit darker. Because in her family, 1 out of 30 members get a curse that if they get too much stress or negativity in them, their dessert turns darker, which might lead to turning into something they don't know, since it hasn't happened to any of them before. Ooh, I'm liking the lore, I'm liking. Because of her stress, her family made her temporarily stop her job to focus on herself. Some were scared for her and some were scared of her. They didn't want the curse to actually happen. But because she wasn't working, many children had to go without a sweet signature because she was the only one helping them find it. She felt extremely guilty about this and still didn't know how to stop her dessert from rotting. But how does she know that she's rotting? Black spikes turn up around her design and herself in general until eventually her whole dessert will become dark. Thank you, Rose Bunny. I think this lore is completely thought out and super fun to read. I thought her design was cute. I did make some changes though, just because I did want to draw her without the stress and anxiety, because it would kind of make me feel bad to draw her like that. So I just brightened up her colors a tad bit and added more strawberries and more pink around her. That's essentially what I did. I realized now that my favorite part of this design was definitely her socks. You guys can't see it in the reference image here, but in the beginning you can see her full character sheet. She had like these cute, adorable little socks with all these dots on them, and when I drew them, it was so fun to draw. I think her character lore is perfect and I don't need to make that many changes. Thank you, Rose Bunny, for submitting this character. Last but not least, we have Bliss. I went down a whole rabbit hole when I heard that name because for some reason I completely forgot about the Powerpuff Girls sister Bliss, and so when I heard the name I was like, that's familiar. That's so familiar. Paired with the fact that this character is darker skinned, I was like, wait a minute, what is this reminding me of? And then I had to go down a rabbit hole to remember the Powerpuff Girls older sister Bliss, and then I rewatched that movie again and it was amazing. I don't think I mentioned that these characters were both heroes and villains, and kind of the gray area in between. Trippy D has labeled this character as a villain, even though she's so cute. I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah. So, Trippy D says, late entry, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is Bliss. She is a villain and basically wants to rule over Sugarville because she feels like the current people in power aren't good enough. Her lore is kind of half-baked, but I couldn't think of anything else. I think that's good enough for me. The inspiration for this character was Oreo cake, but I truly am so grateful that they added this pop of purple because it was so fun to add into the design, especially on her little sock. Her reference sheet helped me a lot, especially like the extra stuff they added on there, like her sweet signature on its own, her color palette, everything like that. Even though I do tend to not use color palettes or even color pick, because it's like a good way to like get better at coloring is just finding the colors on your own. I could make a video about that, but I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Now here's the sad part, guys. I can't even tell you guys what I want to do with this character because it's like a really big spoiler for the story, but I will let you guys know that there's gonna be a video coming up of me designing the main villain in Sugarvale, and let's just say that Bliss will be in cahoots and or working for that villain. Speaking of cahoots, guys, I did a 100 question Kahoot on Wednesday, guys. Okay, school is not for the weak. Anyway, I had so much fun coloring this character because like it was simple and therapeutic, honestly, because like the color palette is limited. I love me a limited color palette, and overall everything was cohesive, and she is so cute but also looks like a villain. That's what I love so much, and I don't think I could have did that on my own. So that's another reason why I like really loved you guys' designs and seeing how creative you guys could be. I don't know how evil she's gonna be because like once again she's just too cute. I can't do it. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Anyway, to talk more about Sugarvale as a whole, since this is the last character, I do want to say that I do want to do a part 2 of this because of the scale of how big I want the Sugarvale comic to be. So yeah, I will be doing a part 2 of this video. Anyway, this is me finishing Bliss. She's so adorable. Anyway, I do want to do a part 2 of this video, guys. So I will be holding the competition again, just probably in a later month or maybe next year. I have been super busy with school as all my college application deadlines have been in November 1st. So that's been really hard trying to keep up with and doing videos on top of that. I did try to bulk up on videos, but we see how that went. This is the only video I have for you guys right now. I'm working on the next one as soon as I upload this one. But it is hard to work on videos because I have to use my sister's iPad to get anything done efficiently, because as you could imagine, drawing with your finger on a phone is not the most efficient way to do something. That's why if you guys want more videos in a timely fashion, or just to help me out and making me stop being so stressed about doing these, make sure to watch the video all the way through, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. You can support me on Ko-fi. I do commissions, things like that. Thank you guys. I hope you love this video, and the next one is coming up soon. Anyway, Marsh is out.